Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 25 of my Skrolk campaign. We've managed to get an ambush on some dwarves hanging around the Skaven Blights. I mean, it doesn't look very Skaven Blight, does it? Actually looks quite nice here. Looks alright, doesn't it? I mean, apart from, you know, all the dwarves dying. Yep, rattling gunners taking out the rear of the dwarf line. These dwarf rangers getting absolutely annihilated. The rattling gunners are so satisfying to use. They are a very satisfying unit to use. So good. The halberdiers charge the dwarf warriors. The dwarf warriors should go down pretty fast. Some longbeards here. They're going to be slightly slower to go. I mean, dwarf infantry is very good. It's very good. It's very, very good. But surrounded like this and cut off, they will go down eventually. They are stubborn Dawi, but they will go down eventually, especially because we're kicking their ass, basically. Lots of poison wind globes coming down there. Just watch as they just drop dead. Oh, that's good. Their health just starts dropping and they just start dying. That's good. That's fun. Enjoy that. The enemy general is currently fighting. What's this? Just storm vermin. Did I send my assassin after him? Did I not? I can't remember. There's Chlamydia. Maybe he's just going to run away. I think he's just going to run away just as well, because the rest of his army is basically being cut down. They're surrounded and doomed. What well and truly murdered those dwarves? Holy shit, look at that. Good food. Oh, well, food. Food's looking pretty good at the moment, isn't it? Food is looking pretty good. Let's take the replenishment, because we did take a bit of a beating there. And we've got a mechanic, got the trickster shard, and we can can we reach? We can't quite reach Skaven Blights. But, ooh, now. Let's go inside. I was slightly concerned then. What they might do is lay siege to Skaven Blight with this weakened army and then attack me with Belagar. What that would mean is that because Skaven Blight would be under siege, I wouldn't get the reinforcements from Skaven Blight, which means I'd have to face both of these armies at the same time with my slightly weakened force, which probably would have been okay, but it's safer just to march into Skaven Blight and just remove that potential issue. We'll do that. Right, we don't care about them. We're respected and feared. Yes, that's what we want, isn't it? Yes, it is. I forgot to do renames again. Never mind. Chlamydia, wild-eyed, I think, sure, and Anithrax. Anithrax is going to get extra powder because why not? Why not? Okay, they are going to hold. They're going to hold Skaven Blights against potential attacks. Tabarro was sacked, but I think we'll be okay, so we can probably just repair that. We do need defences here. What's this? Wine? Fruit draft compressors. Clan factors will then sell the brew far and wide, often lacing it with warpstone essence for those who can afford the price. Holy shit, yeah, let's do some of that. So we've got this army down here, that's not much of a threat. Let's upgrade Bretonnia, because we're going to want that fairly soon. We need eyes in the north to keep an eye on what is going on. A little bit of plague. Ew, it's all squelchy. It's all squelchy when you get close. Have they stopped having plague? Okay, they've stopped having plague, but their army's fucked, so they ain't going to be doing anything, mate. They ain't going to be doing nothing. And there's lots of... Look at this. Plague far and wide. This is exactly what we wanted. Lots of plague all over the place. This is going to cause chaos in the Empire. A lot of their armies are going to take... I mean, even the armies we're not fighting right now will be taking attrition from plague, which means it's going to delay them. Now, one of the issues I had in my Warhammer campaign wasn't the fact that I couldn't defeat the enemy hordes. I could. I won almost every single battle. The problem was that I had to win every single battle. And I was fighting, I would say, multiple battles a turn to fend off the unending waves. If I had had something that could have just held one of my enemies back for 20 to 50 turns, I could have made gains. But I couldn't. I didn't have the time. What I'm hoping the Plague is going to do is, because it's going to be hitting anything that's travelling through the Empire, and plus, of course, the Empire itself, the Empire will be will be reduced income, 50% reduced income from all these buildings. Now, that's hitting me as well, because obviously I've got the under-Empire income coming in. However, if it hits the Empire, then that's all the better. It's going to kill their armies off, it's going to delay them, it's going to slow them down. That's going to give me the time I need to advance my forces and also hold back the dwarves, who I'm not plaguing at the moment, but I really should be plaguing. If I do that, let's do that. Get a little, then we can start hopefully spreading in that area and hitting them with plague. Little Stuart, do you want to expand my under-empire? I thought you did. I thought you bloody did. That's it. We're going to get... I mean, food at the moment is looking pretty good. So I'm fairly happy with that. I would like... I wonder if we want to put Plague and Dieterschaffen as well. Basically, I want the plagues overlapping. I don't want them to have a moment's respite. I want them to be constantly being riddled with the sniffles. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Little Stuart, you can have some extra powder, sure. Excellent. That's what we're going to do. We're going to keep plaguing the fuckers. Oh, and it's so satisfying. It's so nice to look across the Empire and just see plague as far as the eye can see. It's my happy place. I'm going to be honest. I started this and I was like, I don't know if this will work out. Like, we can give it a shot, but I don't know if I can get that sort of under-Empire network going in the Empire. I thought maybe it was a bit of a big ask. I'm so pleased that it's actually working out really, really well. I'm legitimately very, very pleased with the fact that this plan is not only come to fruition, but seems like it's kind of working. I mean, that's not good. Let's get the fuck away from that. Oh, you can catch me. Okay. Right. Oh, that was... well, we've got the garrison. Well, yeah. Well, I mean... it'd be fine. I mean, it doesn't say it's going to be fine. But I think it's going to be fine. I mean, the steam tanks, they're a concern. The Hellstorm rocket battery, that's the main issue. The Hellstorm rocket battery is the main issue. The artillery is the main issue, but we can deal with that. The great swords, not actually too much of a problem, realistically. The lack of any kind of missile resistance really is their downfall. So we just need to take out that artillery, and we should be good. And look, we've got a whole bunch of meat shields. Exactly. Now,
fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
Sure. Now, Total War Warhammer is very much a game about doing that because the AI can throw so many stacks at you, particularly at high levels of difficulty. It's very much a game about being able to kill people without them killing you at the same time, which is why missile units are so potent. So any enemy army that fields artillery is instantly more dangerous because they can do damage to you quickly. So you want to try and knock out this artillery ASAP. So that's why we're going to throw some of our clan rats in against the mortars, take those out. The Hellstorm rocket battery has been silenced. These steam tanks are going to be tough to deal with. We're going to have to concentrate our fire on them. Meanwhile, we've got great swords advancing up the hill towards us. We've also got Reichsguard currently charging up the hill towards us, getting hit by the Poison Wind mortars. That's the one. Poison Wind mortars. See the great swords getting picked off by the Rattling Gunners, who have been put in a formation so that they can see through our line, but are protected by the units either side of them, which is good. The Gisele's picking off the Reichsguard very, very nicely there. And we've got garrison troops coming in on the flank. I'm just going to throw into combat because I'm not particularly bothered. We've also got Death Runners coming in behind the enemy army. I was kind of hoping they'd be a bit faster, but they've taken their sweet time in getting there, and as such, this great cannon's just got some nasty kills. The steam tank is getting pounded with every single warp lightning cannon that we've got, and it is starting to... I mean, he's taken a lot of punishment, but down he goes. Now we just got his friend to deal with as well. The great swords charging up the hill through a hail of gunfire. As you can see, they're quite bloodied already, and the Poison Wind mortars have been doing some good work, and then our Storm Vermin can charge down to meet them. They will do quite well. That's actually swordsman. The great swords will do quite well against our Storm Vermin. Unit winning, unit losing decisively. I mean, the Storm Vermin with shields and swords don't have armor piercing, so they're going to struggle to get through the armor of the great swords. We've got the Doom Flayers taking out the Archlector, or trying anyway. Great swords are being slowly whittled down. We've got the Clan Pestilence Plague Stone, Clan Stone there as well, buffing us up, giving us plague attacks, which is helping to debuff the enemy. It's making our lives a little bit easier. The great swords getting hit from behind by the Storm Vermin with swords and shields, which leaves the rear of the great swords open to the Rattling Gunners, so they can just mow them down. There we go. That's Yep, love that. Love that a lot. The Death Runners have mopped up the enemy artillery, and both of the steam tanks have been destroyed. And with that, the last few units break and run. Even the Archlector running for his life, being harassed by Transform, who then gets lasered by his own warp lightning cannons. But that's just something you have to deal with when you're a Skaven. Should we get more weapon teams in Ickett's army? If it just feels right to do it, doesn't it? Just feels right. Let's take the replenishments. He's going to run away, and we can probably go and murder that army pretty quickly. You are replenishing, but you actually lost some units, which is good to know. And is there dwarves down? Oh, there's dwarves down here. Sneaky, sneaky dwarf. And you're raiding me, which is annoying. But that's okay. Skaven Blight can look after itself. Servants of Chaos are dead. Armor of Silver and Steel. Blah. Critical failure. Good. Okay. Okay. So we got some dwarvesies down here, which we need to deal with. So I'm going to hop down here. I mean, that should be fairly easy to take out, but... Okay, kill you. You're dead. Take the replenishment. And we will just come down there, lay a little ambush, heal up for one turn, and then push on. Good. Right, Ickett is going to go... What have we got? Okay, that's trash. Never mind. Never mind. Let's get Death Frenzy, because I like Death Frenzy. Wait, could you have got something else? Could I have gone this... I should have gone this way, shouldn't I? Loyalty for Warlock Master... Yeah, that's okay. 50% chance to acquire warp fuel. I don't have that mechanic, so not a problem. Concentrated Flame Ammunition increases range and anti-large. Okay. Concentrated Flame. Oh, because he's got a flamethrower, hasn't he? That's right. That's right. I mean that it's not bad to have that line, but it's not. It's not like something I super duper need. Let's get some more ammo, and you need to be more killy because heroes are a bit of an issue. So let's sort. You're not on the influenza, are you? Not yet, anyway. We'll get there. We'll get there. You could be a specialist because why not? Okay, so looking around here, we're actually pretty secure. So what I could do... Brion doesn't have any defences as of yet. I also need more growth here. And public order. So let's do that. Let's move Skrolk up here. We might be able to sack Aquitaine just for funsies. Just for shits and giggles. Where has my other... There he is. Okay, you go and assault them. No particular reason, just felt like it. How much money do we have? Not enough to really do anything fun. Okay, with that in mind, we've got more dwarves, unless that's the same. I think that's a different dwarf. Dwarves are going to have a lot of stacks. They're going to have a lot of lads. Now, we haven't given any money to Malekith lately, but he should be. Oh, he's almost there. He's almost there. He's close. He's close. He's already close.
What is it you desire?
Could you come and help me with my wars? Because that would be good.
Fear me.
Yes. Well, I mean, I would, but you're all with the Empire, but that's about it. You quite like me, though.
I am all too aware of the deceit and treachery of the Skaven.
Yeah, but what you gonna do?
Futile.
All right. He just. I mean, I'm strength rank 4 now. So I'm doing okay. I reckon if we... would you join me? Would that be worth it? I get the feeling it wouldn't be worth it. I think you're better off not. I could be wrong. How are we doing for victory? So, we need 50% corruption here. It's currently 26, but it's not an issue. Getting that is not going to be a problem. We need 8 of these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 so far. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. The main issue is currently Lockyer, because I'm going to be honest, I thought he would confederate with Malekith quite quickly. I saw that coming a mile off. It has not transpired, which is not ideal. I'm going to steal tech to make myself... No! Little Stuart! Oh, oh, bless him. He was doing his best. He critically failed. What are the chances of that? Probably a number. Probably a percentage number that I wasn't paying attention to. Right, we're going to have more plague here in one turn. That's good. And also subterranean pit. That's double good. Great. So we can see and more plague. And you know how I feel about plague. I'm all for it. I am pro plague. I am super pro plague.
I cannot see you, but I know you smell reek of fear.
Hello. Tic-tac. And what do we want? A peace treaty. All right. I'm not going to get round to killing you, so you may as well just, you know... I mean, I'd love to plague everyone. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. You know, that... you know, sound-wise, it sounds great. Realistically, the logistics of plaguing everyone, very tricky. So I'm probably not going to get around to plaguing everyone. That's... You know, I think sometimes we have to just hold our hands up and admit our limitations, and that's going to be mine. I can't plague everyone in the world. I would love to. It's just a it's a tricky thing to do. What can I say? No. Oh. Well. Bugger. Oh, hello. Did you spot... Hang on. Hang on. Did you spot me? Because it feels like you coming right up to my face and then stopping and then raiding. Well, maybe you just raiding my territory. They do sometimes like get right up to like your just nip over into your border and then start raiding you. Which is, whoa, fuck me, that's... Jesus Christ! Did you want to leave any bloody Grail Knights for the rest of them? Fucking hell. Okay, plague spawned, salt, good. Jesus, that's a lot of Grail Knights. I mean, that's a lot of Grail Knights. Holy balls, that's a lot of Grail Knights. Jesus. Okay, well. So we've got Plague in Flensburg, that's good. Plague and everything else, that's good. The more Plague, the better. That is a lot of... That's a lot of... My technocracy. I'm going to stay there, because if you want to come and attack me, then you're going to have to go through attack me at a thingy. You know, where there's a choke point. That's it. A choke. You're going to have to attack me across a choke point. That's not going to go well for you, so we'll do that. I'm going to hit Aquitaine. Bop. I'm also then going to sack it.
A bold move.
Can I then expand the Under Empire just for shits and giggles? No particular reason. Just felt like it. Oh, can't you then run away? I'd really like you to run away and replenish as well, but apparently you can't. Never mind. Okay, so we got the extra tax money, which is good. So we've got the ultimate experiments. Casualty replenishment rate. I think most of my armies have got max casualty replenishment rates, but always worth. Now, if we can get an ambush here, like that, then I'm feeling pretty confident about killing this army, even though it's a nasty one. Another dwarf ambush, and this is very much the best way of dealing with dwarf artillery, which is to make sure it never gets a shot off. Yeah, the cannon's basically wiped out. The organ gun, yeah, the organ gun's very, very nasty, so we definitely want to make sure that's dead. In comes our infantry as well. You can see the enemy missile units getting vaporized and plague breathed and all that kind of good stuff as our infantry close in from both flanks. There we go, that's looking pretty good. We've got quite a big blob of miners and dwarf warriors over here fighting some clan rats, and that says to me, let's drop a plague right on top of them, because even if it kills my own clan rats, who gives a shit? So plague coming out there, and look how fast the dwarf warrior's health goes down. Holy crap, that plague is really potent. Just leaves a big pile of dead dwarf bodies in the centre, and some clan rats as well, but who gives a shit? The enemy missile units are being overrun. They just couldn't hold out. The infantry is rushing back to try and defend them, but it's just too little too late. The Dwarf Lord runs and charges our Grey Seer, but he's just he's got a rear just rolling over him. Beep beep, motherfucker. Yeah, there's just storm vermin all over the place. That plague has done horrendous. Was it gonorrhea that cast the plague? Well, with 210 kills, the answer is yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We've got a big mob of storm vermin and plague monks hacking their way through these longbeards. That was a very effective ambush. And there's just not much left for the dwarves to do apart from all die. You can see their army has just been completely overrun. The artillery never got a chance to fire, which is exactly what we wanted. The last thing we need is dwarf artillery pounding our lines. Kill them all before it becomes an issue.
Run! Mark this day in the boot!
If there's anyone left to.
Should we run? You're not showing your ancestors!
That's exactly the kind of battle we need to be fighting. The crushing victories, especially killing ambushes, that kind of good stuff. Yes, look at that. That's it. Jesus Christ, you ran miles. Holy shit. Come back here. Come here. Right, let's finish you off. I'm going to eat you. And then we'll come back. Good. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Looks like Marathi's sending some help-ish. Like, they're good. That's good. And you are... I don't really... I mean, it's not that I don't think I could win against that many Grail Knights. It's mostly the fact that I really can't be asked to fight them all running around and basically being bastards. So I might just hold off engaging that and maybe see if we can get them to attack us in a choke point, because then hopefully we can deal with it. Am I a little bit wonky? I'm a little bit wonky. I thought Kazakarak looked a bit wrong. Okay, we're going to see if we can spread. Right, we're going to see if we can spread the Undercity around here, because then, of course, we can get more plague, which would be good. God, I'm kind of feeling like getting plague in Needling, and maybe even Dieter. Do I want plague in Dieter? I'm thinking plague in Dieterschafen. I'm thinking plague. I'm going to do plague. There we go. And let's get how much discoverability is 80. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to get that, and we're going to get that, and we should be fine, hopefully, and we can spread plague from there. I think our plague tactic is working well. We've definitely seen armies of the Empire taking attrition damage, and I mean that took out an army for us effectively. That has removed an army as a threat, and that's an army that we can see. So I'm hoping that there's plenty more where that came from. We also need to kill the Wood Elves, and frankly, plaguing the shit out of them would be my preference, because I hate fighting Wood Elves. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.